friends. Today we are going to be talking a little bit more about fractions. We're going to be multiplying patterns and fractions. So today, right now, for the warm-up, if you notice, there is no warm-up if you've looked, but we're going to quarrel count. So what that means is like when I say, okay, we're going to quarrel count numbers, we'll say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 5, 10, 15, 20. But if we do fractions, it's kind of done the same way. So if I did 1/8, I would say 1/8. The next person would say 2/8, then 3/8, then 4/8, and so on. So you can pause the video and do a little quarrel counting with a parent or even your pet or your stuffed animal. Ready? Go. Okay, now that you're back, we're going to quarrel count again. But now let's maybe do some skip counting with quarrel counting. Let's do like 3/8. If I do 3/8, you can do 6/8. 9. What would come after 9/8? 12/8. We can skip count for quarrel counting there with any fraction. All right, so right now what I need to do, I need you to turn to page 16. Page 16, we're going to start our lesson, page 16. All right, here we go, 16. It should say, describe the pattern. Find the value of each expression. Use a diagram if it is helpful. So, for example, we're going to start with 1 times 1/5. Well, 1/5 would be like 1/5 would be one piece of a pot or one piece of a cake. So this is 1/5. So 1/5 times 1 is going to stay 1/5. So this is going to stay 1/5. Why? Because it's only one group of 1/5, just like I have here. The next one says it's 2. Right here it says 2 times. So it's 2 groups of 2/5. So now we're at 2/5. But it says, so now we have 2/5. Now it says 2 times. So that means we're going to do 2/5 twice. So what is my answer going to be? It's going to stay fifths. Remember, the bottom number is going to stay the same. What's my top number going to be? Pause the video. Try it out. Well, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we can multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. 4/5. Okay, now we're going to do the next one. 3 times 3/5. Well, these only have 2/5. So we're going to fill it in so it's 3/5. Everyone see 3/5? So I have 3/5, but I need 3 of them. We only have 2. So now we have 3/5. So remember, the bottom number is going to stay the same because that's our whole. It takes 5 to take a whole. What's my top number? What's my numerator going to be? My numerator is going to be 3 times 3. So I can say 3 times 3 is 9. And if I don't know what 3 times 3 is, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9/5. The denominator stays the same because that 5/5 is a whole. I want you to pause the video and I want you to do the next 3. Okay, we're back. So I hope that you finished this and I hope you understood it. So my next one is going to be, well, it's 4 times 4 is 16. It takes 5 to get a whole, so we're going to say 16/5. 5 times 5 is 25. The bottom number stays the same because that's how many takes a whole. See, it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make a whole. 6 times 6 is 36 pieces, but it takes 5 to make a whole. Okay, so 4 would be 4/5 would look like this. That would be 4/5. This would be 5/5. That means we'd have 3 wholes. And 6/5 would be 6 of these. Okay? I hope that makes sense a little bit. So let's jump over to the other side. I'm going to do 1 with you, or I'll do 2, and then you'll do the rest. All right? So here we go. Are we ready? The bottom number is going to stay the same. Remember that? Because that tells you, the denominator tells you how many pieces make a whole. So what's 2 times 1? 2 times 1 is 2. Okay? Bottom number is going to stay the same because that's how many pieces are in a whole. 2 times 1 is 2. All right. So there's a little pattern going on here. So why don't you finish, and when you jump back on, we'll have these done. All right, next. 2 6th, 2 7th, 2 8, 2 9ths. Everyone see that? Bottom number, the denominator, will stay the same. The 2 top numbers are going to multiply together. So what this means visually, let me show you. It's 1/4. Oops, sorry. That's 1/3. So this is 1/4 times 2. How many is that? It's 2/4. Okay? 2/4. All right? The next one is 2 times 1/5. So that's 1/5 twice. So that's going to be 1/5 and 1/5. 2/5. All right? So let's keep going. Now, describe the pattern you notice in the value of the expression in set A and set B. So let's see. Well, I notice that all the denominators are the same here. Ooh. And I notice on set B, all the numerators are the same. All right, let's keep going. The numerator is going up by how many? 1 plus 3 is 4. So maybe let's think of something else. The numerator is going up by 1 every time because it is one more group. Did you understand that? It's one more group. All right, let's keep going. All right, I'm going to erase this. So if you need this, pause it, and then we'll move on. All right, here we go. Okay, complete each equation to make it true. So what did we learn before? Think about this. 4 times what is going to be 1, or 4 times what equals 4/5. Well, I know the bottom number is going to stay the same. The denominator will be the same because that's how many are in a whole. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay? So pause the video, and I want you to try the next 3. Okay, you're back. So let's do this. I know that 6 times 1 is 6, and the denominator is going to be the same because it tells you how many pieces in a whole. So C, I know I have 1/12 here and 7/12 here, and I know that 7 times 1 is 7. Same thing here. All right? All right, here we go. Let's keep going. I need you to turn the page to page 17 so we can keep moving. All right, 17, here we go. A, write a multiplication expression that represents the shaded part of this diagram. Then find the value of the expression. So think about this. All right. How many pieces? So there's 1. So there's 4 pieces. So I know my whole is going to be 4. 1 is shaded in, so it's 1/4. Correct? But how many times 1/4? So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do 5 times 1/4 equals what? Bottom number is going to stay the same. The denominator will be the same. 5 times 1 is 5. So it's 5/4. Everyone understand what I just did? Each one of these are 1/4 because there's 4 pieces. Okay, everyone see the 4 pieces? And one of the pieces are shaded in. That's how we got the 1/4. There's 5 groups. That's how we got the 5. 5 times 1 is 5. And then the denominator stays the same because there's 4 pieces in each group. 4 pieces in each group. So that's 5 groups of 1/4. All right, here we go. Draw a diagram that expresses 6 groups of 1/3 because that's what it says. 6 groups of 1/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 1/3. How many times do we have to draw this? 6 times. And that's what it's saying, 6 groups of 1/3. So the value would be 6 times 1 is 6 thirds. 6 thirds. Okay. If I'm moving too fast, pause the video and let's start over again. Oops, sorry. All right, now we're going to see. It says, draw a diagram and write the expression that gives value of 7 halves. Okay, so right now what I want you to do is pause the video. You're going to do this one by yourself. Okay, we're back. You should have an expression, which would be 7 times 1/2. You should have 1/2. How many times? 7, absolutely. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times 1 is 7 halves would be the value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 halves. Does everyone see that? All right. Pause the video if you need to pause. Change your answer if you need to change it. All right, here we go. All right. Are we ready? Let's keep going. So, here we go. In your group of 4, complete the following steps. After each step, pass your paper to the right. We're not going to do this because you're at home. You don't really have a right or a left. So we're just gonna skip over this right now. And the next thing you are going to do is you are going to pull up your pull down. So this is also in Teacher Made. So you have this. Make sure you do this and then turn it into your teacher. Okay.